What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tish, and this is Manifest Like a Bad Bish. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, welcome back. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like and comment and share the video. Please. I said please. Please. Okay. If you have not seen my last video, that one was on 3 steps to manifest anything that you want. And check it out if you haven't. I'll leave the link in the description below. But today's video is going to be about self-concept and everyone is you pushed out. So if you want to know what I have to say about that, stay tuned. Okay, so let's get into the video. Like I said, today's video is on self-concept and it's on everyone is you pushed out. So what is self-concept? How does that differ from like self-love or self-care? Self-concept is basically how you feel about yourself, how you feel about yourself in relation to other people or other things or other, desires that you want in life. So this is all very important. It's not just for manifesting, but it's important for your own being, like for your well-being, for your mental. Like it's truly important. So, for example, if you feel about yourself that you're not worthy, that you're not wanted, that you're not loved, take a look around you. Take a look at the people in your life. Take a look at past relationships. Take a look at things that you wish you had but you don't. Okay, all this is like a direct reflection of how you feel about yourself internally. So if you're always going around saying, I'm not worthy, I never get the relationship, or I never get the job or anything like that, that's a deep thing that you are feeling about who you are, that you're just not worthy of having these things, so you don't get them. Okay, so how do we change that? How do we go about changing how we truly feel about ourselves? Think about it. You have to change it in your mind. And you have to start thinking like, I am worthy of having that relationship. I am worthy of having that job that I want. I'm worthy of having everything I ever want. Or I am loved. Like everybody loves me. Everybody loves me. So we change the self-concept by affirming what we desire to be as if we're already that. We go from being I am ugly to fuck that. I'm pretty. I am beautiful. I am fucking gorgeous. And we persist in that. And eventually that's going to become how we think about ourselves. That's going to become how we carry ourselves. You following me this far? Like it's really having a negative thought about ourselves and we change it to a positive. And we persist in that positive. We may not believe it right away because let's be real. You've had the same thought pattern about yourself for, who knows how long. And then you're trying to change that into something that you don't believe about yourself yet. But the more that you persist in that, I am beautiful, I am gorgeous, I am worthy, I am loved, that's going to be your dominant thought about what you think about yourself. So if that's the dominant thought that you think about yourself, that's a true statement. And then you're going to start acting like that. You're going to start being like a whole new person. And you're going to see how much better that you feel. So once you feel that, you're just going to be like, shit, I'm the baddest bitch. I'm amazing. Like, everybody loves me. Everybody wants to be around me. Like, I'm just amazing. And you just carry yourself. Now, let me tell you this. There's a fine line between knowing your worth and knowing, that you are pretty, that you are this, you are that, and being confident about it, to being arrogant, cocky, and an asshole about it. Don't be arrogant or cocky. Just be confident. And there's a difference. There's a big difference. We don't want no cocky bitches up in here. No cocky bitches. We don't want that. I don't want that. Not here. Take that shit somewhere else. Okay. Okay, so now self-concept just isn't about how you feel about yourself as a whole. It's also how you feel about yourself in relation to, say, the thing that you want to manifest, or something, just manifesting aside, just something that you just have this negative relation to. And a lot of times, for a lot of people, it's either money or it's relationships. So not only do we change the perception about us, we got to change the perception or the concept about us in relation to the thing that we want. And I mean that by, say you have a pattern, past history of failed relationships, of, struggling all the time for money, whatever, doesn't matter. So you have this assumption, you have this belief that I'm never going to get the relationship, or I'm never going to get, money. I'm never going to do this. I'm never going to do that. It's the same thing with changing the concept of yourself. You change the concept of yourself in relation to, let's just go with a relationship. If, for instance, you're just, failed relationship after failed relationship, there's something going on within you. Is the reason why you're having all these failed relationships. But if you, say you get into a relationship with a guy, with a girl, whatever, whoever you date, and you have this assumption of, whoa, my chair. You have this assumption of, oh, this is just probably going to end up like the last one. I'm not going to be in a relationship because they're going to leave, or they're going to cheat on me, or they're going to whatever. If that's your mindset with you in relationships, guess what, boo-boo? That's exactly what you're going to get. So now we have to change our concept of us in relationships. And we do that by affirming that I always get the relationship that I want. I'm so easy to be in a relationship with. The guys that I want always, commit to me. Like, I'm always getting the relationship that I want. It's just a change of mindset. It's a redirection of the old thought pattern to the new thought pattern. And let me give you a real life example, okay? So I had a history of failed relationships. I would get with a guy, I'd really like the guy, but then my bullshit, my insecurities, my previous assumptions about men fucked it up every single time. And every single time I would blame them. I would blame the guy that I was with. Like, oh, well, he did this, he did that, he didn't text me, he just blew me off, he only wants to see me, you know, to hook up or whatever. So that's what I got. That's exactly what I got. And, you know, my assumptions, or not my assumptions, but my insecurities were, you know, men always leave, they never stay, they only want sex. You know, there's abandonment issues there were for me. So I would try to do anything that I could to hang on to that, to hang on to that person, which inevitably, and then all my fears about relationships, they came to fruition. Like hookups, they always leave, they never communicate. You know, they talk to me for a couple weeks and then they bounce. So once I realized and I started connecting the dots, and I realized that it wasn't them, it was my stupid shit. It was me. It had always been me, because every single relationship played out the exact same way. The exact same way. So I had to go in and figure out, okay, well, I have this assumption, you know, men always leave. And I'm like, no, bitch, you're the shit. They always fucking stay for you. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're everything that they could possibly want. And then each insecurity that I had to flip it. You know, yeah, I'm the one they always choose. I'm the one that they always talk to. You know, because I am amazing. I am just awesome. I am funny. I am smart. I am confident. I always get the relationship that I want. Like, these are the things that I told myself to flip my mindset, and I persisted in that. I kept going, like I didn't stop. And I know I've made progress. Am I 100%? No. But am I very close? Yes. Like, I feel good about who I am. And that's all because I changed my self-concept around those things. So it's easy, but it's hard. It's easy because you don't really have to do anything physically. You have to do it mentally. And that's the hard part, because like I said before, you're changing all these thoughts and assumptions that you've had for, you know, months, years, decades, to this new thing that you're like, what? That's not who I am. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, because we all deserve to be wanted. We all deserve to be happy and to have love and to be in a relationship. You're no exclusion. I'm no exclusion. So we change the thoughts, we change the assumptions. That's how we reprogram the brain. But you have to stay on top of it. And I'm telling you, repetitiveness, affirming the shit out of it until it becomes your dominant thought. And then that's what it is. Like, you are that. You are that now. You are loved now. You are wanted now. You are chosen now. You are enough now. Like I said, it's easy, but it's hard. But stay persistent in it. Stay focused on it. Because when you do, that shit's gonna change up here. And then that shit's gonna change out there in your 3D. And it does that because everyone is you pushed out. Oof. Everyone is you pushed out. What does that mean? What does that mean? So Everyone is you pushed out. I call it IPO just because it's easier, but you know. So everyone is you pushed out. Based on the assumptions that you have about yourself or about that person or situation, it's going to be reflected back to you because the world is a mirror. The world, people, things, situations, they show you what is going on within yourself. Now, I bet you could take, you know, a problem, like a big problem that you had in your life, and you could probably think back to how you were thinking about yourself during that time, probably about the thoughts that you were having during that time, and I bet you could connect the dots. How you were feeling was ultimately what you got in that situation, because that situation mirrored back to you exactly what you were thinking about yourself or the situation. Following me? And when I say that the world is a mirror, that people are a mirror of you, you see yourself in that person. You notice things like, oh, that's why they did that. You know, for me, you know, trying to figure out what the problem was with me in relationships, they pulled away. Why? Because I had the assumption that men always leave. That connects point A to point B. They would only call just to hook up. Why? Because I had the assumption that men just wanted to hook up. They didn't want anything serious. That's what I got. In every single one. So they're showing you. You just have to pay attention. Don't look at it as like, well, so and so did this and I don't like it. It pisses me off. Like, what the fuck? No. Look at it as, okay, what is this showing me? What is this showing me about what I got going on within myself? And I bet you could come up with the answer, because everybody's a mirror. Everybody is pushed out. Everybody is a you pushed out. So when you know and understand that concept, you're going to be more mindful about what you think about yourself and what you think about other people, especially people that you are close with. You know, your family, your friends, your specific person. Like, all these people reflect back to you what you think about yourself and your assumptions of them. For example, the assumption that you may have, oh, well, men never stay, they always leave. This is one that I have worked on for myself. You know, men always stay. I am the chosen one. I am the one that they want. I am the one that they always choose because I'm the best. I'm the motherfucking best. There's nobody greater than me. I stayed in that mentality. I stayed there. Now, all the guys that I have talked to, I'm still talking. And I'm like, this is what happens? Why didn't I know about this sooner? I mean, your assumption of people is truly that powerful. You have to assume that they are the version of them that you want. And if you know, I'll say this 50,000 fucking times, if you know and you understand that your thoughts create, Choose to think the best thoughts of that person, because at the end of the day, it makes everything better. Not just from a manifestational standpoint, but just in general. It makes everything better. So be mindful of what you think about yourself. Not just to manifest to get whatever the fuck you want, but for your own self, for your own self-love. Because it's truly important. But from a manifestational standpoint, this is the core foundation of getting everything that you want, is your self-concept about who you are and who you are in relation to the thing that you want. Okay? That's about all I got for this video. So if you have any questions, if you want me to elaborate on a certain topic from self-concept or from Everyone Is You Pushed Out, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and share the video. And follow us on Instagram at Bish Manifesting. Stay tuned for the next video. I will try to have this one up as soon as possible. Deuces.